What is going on, guys, and welcome to a brand new video. And today I'm going to be breaking down why Lion's win rate is 48.11%. This is one of the most complete support heroes in the game. He just honestly does it all. I will be doing a lot more supports in this series because there is a lot of support players in the community and I definitely like to help them out. There's a lot of players who are starting out in the support position, and some of these players don't know what these heroes do or what their matchups are or what they should be building. So this is kind of just like a soft guide for all these support players who want to start playing Lion. So basically, Lion has a stun, he has a hex, he has a mana drain, and he has finger, which is burst damage. It's such a complete kit. Just by having stun and mana drain, you're already good enough, but then you have a hex. It's really strong, especially when you're able to fill the mana pool of your allies, which is super important. Sometimes this hero can just walk up, fill up your mana pool, and it can definitely increase the farm of a lot of mana intensive carries. Be very active on this hero. Run around to the side lanes. Even if you're playing position 5 line, be very active. Play this hero kind of like a Tusk, where you don't have that type of mobility, but you're able to run around the map getting kills. You're able to set up for kills quite easily because, again, you can just fill up your mana quite easily. You go to a side camp or you mana drain the enemy, which is super toxic. Some heroes honestly can't deal with Lion in the lane. Lion can become extremely difficult to play up against. Most heroes just assume they're going to be playing without mana the entire time, especially if the offlaner or the other hero you are playing with also has a stun. You're pretty much guaranteed to drain their mana pool consistently, and playing without mana in Dota for most heroes is a really big problem. And once you have level 6, you have genuine burst potential to be able to burst almost any hero in the game. So if you're able to get a +1, you're able to go to the mid lane or take the portal and go to the safe lane and try and get an easy pick off on the enemy. Definitely keep that in mind. You can easily rotate on this hero, and I'm going to be giving you guys the better build for this hero. You should be building Tranco Boots straight into Blink Dagger, then go for a Glimmer, Force Staff, Aghanim Scepter. So you rush Blink Dagger on this hero because it enables you to make even more plays. It enables you to get the extra kills, and it also enables you to set up for anything your team wants. Lion is kind of like the Shadow Shaman. They both kind of serve the same purpose, where it's to initiate most of the time other than your offlaner. From the supporting position, they definitely do a very good job of doing that, and you should always be looking for the blink into stun into hex play with follow-up from your team. Or you could easily set up for Sunstrikes if you're playing with an Invoker. You can set up for Axe Calls, which is always going to be nice. And then you can easily just burst them with Finger if you see that you're not going to be able to get the kill or your teammate won't. Then you can easily burst them with Finger. Then obviously you go for regular support items like Glimmer and Force Staff. And eventually you go for Aghanim Scepter. You can also go for an E-Blade. If this is the late game and you have Aghanim Scepter E-Blade, you are definitely no joke. You're going to be doing a lot of damage off Finger. So it's definitely very underrated for the late game of Lion. Lion mid used to be played very situationally back in the day. I don't think it's viable now, but it was definitely very annoying to run up against a mid Lion that knew exactly what they were doing, because they would have Aghanim Scepter at like 15 minutes and it was just so much burst damage for most heroes. It definitely wasn't fun to see a mid line, but that's pretty much in the past. I don't think mid line is played practically at all, but I'm sure somebody is playing it out there and they definitely have a really fun time, as this hero is really fun to play. And it's a hero that's not farming, it's not doing anything like that. It's just going for kills constantly, making space, making plays, and that is the best way to play support. Just make plays, have fun. It's a very fun position to play. I would definitely recommend you guys to play Lion, whether position 4 or position 5. I don't think he's very strong in the core positions. I just don't think he's the type of hero that belongs as a core. You will get the same amount of value from playing him from the support position. Now I'm going to be breaking down some of the best matchups for Lion. He is good up against Abaddon, Troll Warlord, Medusa, Morphling. These types of heroes definitely don't want to see a Lion against them. Abaddon honestly hates it. I've been playing Abaddon recently because it's super strong in the meta, and every time I see a Lion, I just assume I'm not going to be able to cast any spells, which honestly sucks because Aphotic Shield costs a lot of mana and Abaddon has a very weak mana pool. So Lion is very good up against that. You can also hex him when he is on borrowed time, which is a really big deal because it's not going to be healing a whole lot, because hex practically does no damage. So it's very annoying against Abaddon. Troll Warlord, obviously when he's in his ultimate, it's very annoying to get stunned, it's very annoying to get hexed, so you force these heroes to buy BKB just to be able to deal with you. And if you're able to smoke and blink onto a Morphling who's full agi, you might be able to burst him from 0 to 100 in the early game. Even if you don't have blink, you're able to smoke, and if you catch them out of vision and you're sneaky enough, you're able to kill Morphling quite easily because most of them will be farming in the jungle, max agility, so they're able to farm faster. You're just going to be able to one-shot them with fingers. So definitely go hunting for a Morphling if he is on the enemy team. Smoke up with your team and get free kills on a Morphling that is definitely not paying attention. Maybe they are, but if they're not, you're going to be forcing in a lot of space. Some of the matchups Lion is bad up against is Beastmaster, Rubik, Doom, Templar Assassin. So Rubik just pretty much does everything you do, but better if he takes all your spells. Beastmaster just has a lot of summons and a lot of units that you really can't deal with. You're mostly single target. That can become a really big problem for you if all the summons are on top of you or a big ancient creep. And if you get roared, you're pretty much going to die. You are a very squishy hero. You are very low armor. So this hero definitely needs to be playing either the front line and get out, or you need to be in the back waiting to blink and stun somebody or hex them. Doom, again, is just a hero that doesn't really care about your abilities as much, and once you get doomed, you're practically going to die. And Templar Assassin can practically one-shot you with just a few items. So honestly, it's really tough to play against Templar Assassin, but if you're the one doing the jumping, you're going to have a really good time with her because she definitely doesn't like to be stunned or hexed, and her mana pool is honestly pretty weak as well. Let me know in the comment section below if Lion is a character you guys enjoy playing, especially for beginners. What was the first hero you guys ever played in Dota 2 when you guys were a beginner? I would definitely like to know. That is the question for the day. Hopefully you guys did learn something. If you guys did, a like would be much appreciated. I will be bringing you guys more support videos as I don't tend to post a lot of support videos, so I will definitely be bringing those a lot more often. Consider supporting the channel on Patreon. Links will be down below. I also have a little bit of merch, so the merch store is also down below, so hopefully you guys can support the channel. If not, that's okay. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.